I don't like the smell of this because he stole my act, you know.
Did he really?
Yo, Dom, hey, Dom, hey.
Yo, Dom.
Like Lewis, guys, because he only got a half an hour. Because he's so big, he's got another. Let me tell you something.
I got a fucking spot at the Helium Comedy Club in Buffalo. What the fuck? I'm big. Dom, it's great to see you, man.
Great to see you too. Who's big in that gig? I'm a little hurting for work right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, no matter how
chill. What'd you say?
I said you'd never in your life have you been hurting enough that you need the Buffalo Helium Comedy Club phone number.
You're working with Sebastian?
I'm going out on a tour with him. I'm not working with him tonight at the fucking Buffalo.
I don't like the smell of this because he stole my act, you know.
Did he really?
No, you know, people came up to him when he first started. He goes, "This guy's doing your act." I go, "Look, I don't own Italy. You know, he's from here. He's a great guy. I wouldn't believe it for a second. You, on the other hand, you little prick."
It's funny because I saw a clip of you guys' show, which is very funny. And in the clip, you're asking Regan, "What's the most money you ever made for a show?" And I'm like, "Ooh, that's a little awkward. Hopefully, it won't go there with me." I'm on 2 seconds, and you go, "Sebastian stole my act."
How'd you get it? Give it back. Give me a better act.
All I can say about saying that about Sebastian is I aspire to have comedians complain that I've stole their act because that just means that you fucking made it.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
I don't even know my own.
Yeah.
No, you go.
I was just saying, you know how it goes. I mean, the more, you know, when they start saying, if someone goes, Correale's kind of hacky, I'd be like, oh, they're talking about me. I'm popping now, baby. Dom, when I first got Montreal Festival, you were the host, and I was freaking out that I was performing on the same show as you. And then a few years later, when I became friendly with you, was lucky enough to know you, I went to Kilkenny, Ireland, which is when I really got to know you.
Okay.
I was at the festival with you. I don't know if you remember, I stayed in the room across the hall from you in that little inn. I couldn't believe it. You are a goddamn Beatle in Kilkenny, Ireland. If you and Paul McCartney were walking down the street in Kilkenny, they would push McCartney out of the way to get to you. I never saw anything like it. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Keep going. You got time.
Yeah. I mean, you know it too, because, like, you know, when the guy picks me up, this festival, for the listeners that might not know, I don't know if Dom's talked about it. It's probably, I don't even know if it still exists. It's the greatest.
It was Cat Laughs, right? Was that what it was called? Cat Laughs?
Yeah.
The Cat Laughs, yeah. Yep.
And it was my favorite one, guys, because there was no industry involved whatsoever. It was just, oh shit, I should probably plug in my phone now that I'm doing it this way. Hopefully it won't go out. But it was no industry. It was just a celebration of comedians from all over the country, all over the world, really. So, and they would turn these little pubs and restaurants and back rooms of them into comedy clubs, and they put you up all over town. But when you performed, it was like no pressure. You could do whatever you want. It wasn't like it was going to make or break your career. And, you know, Dom is obviously revered in America, but over there, it was like the guy told me when he's driving me from Dublin, it's a 2-hour drive. Like, I had my wife with me, and he goes, hey, Doug Stanhope's going to land in about a half hour. Do you mind if we wait and take him too? Well, I don't really know Doug. So I was like, yeah, no problem. So Doug gets in, he sits in the front seat, and you know, he's such a road comic. He's literally like kind of dirty, and he smokes a cigarette, barely says hello, and then he fucking sleeps like snoring. So I don't know if to say this on the cast, but to this day, when he gets mentioned, my wife calls him who? Pigpen from
yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I like Stanhope.
I love Stanhope. He's such a goddamn purist. You know, the year I was at Kilkenny, the guy goes, this was so funny. He goes, this is why so many comics wish they could be Stanhope, but you can't be him. He's fucking born like that. You can't try and be. That's like trying to be Jim Morrison. You either are or you're not. So, like, they go, we're so excited to have all you guys here. We're really so excited to have Doug Stanhope. And, you know, because you never know what Doug's going to do. That's what the guy said to me who booked the thing, that little short guy. Then they give us a little speech. Apparently, there was like 3 cases of child molestation in this little town at the time, very recently. I don't know if you remember that, Don. So they go.
I had nothing with it. No. Nothing. So like I flew with Dutch bullshit. I never touched a kid.
I knew that was coming. And they go, no matter what, just please stay away from anything to do with that.
Of course. So, I remember,
as Dom knows, they would like where you had breakfast during the day. That night, it becomes a major room to have stand up. So our hotel like lobby was gonna have a big show with Doug Stanhope, and true to form, about 3 jokes in, he says something about child molestation.
Yeah.
They all start walking out in droves, and everybody's pissed off. The next morning, the guy calls me down for breakfast in charge, and he goes, "So, we're gonna add you to some shows. We're adding some of the comics to some shows. We're shuffling some things around because we're gonna send Doug home. Doug's gonna go." So I go, "Why is that?" "Well, because we wish he didn't say that, and he did." But I go, "But that's the thing with Doug. You never know." So then they worked out an agreement where Doug stayed down the block. He did his shows, But
I was wondering how he started.
You bring this guy in because of what he is, and then you get mad when he does what he does. You should be grateful. That's what he does. He's fucking, no one's like Doug. He's great.
Well, he told me that morning that he says, "I'm going to get thrown out tonight." So he was pretty planning it,
So, but with Dom, it was like unbelievable how, the guy who booked it said, "Dom is really huge here. Wait till you see." And then, at breakfast, you got this big breakfast. Everyone's coming over to shake your hand like you're Jack Nicholson at the Oscars. It was unbelievable.
How did that festival get started, or Dom? How did you get over there for that originally? Was it with the JFL people?
I was in Montreal, and I said I couldn't go because I was doing Governors. Governors takes pride over. Anyway, and I said I'll do it next year. But the guy who booked me, he didn't want to lose the commission, so he told me. He told them I took the gig, but I can't cancel them with a week's notice. And they were pissed on. They fucking hated me. I didn't even know anything about it. They had a dartboard. They said with my face on it, and all this shit. And then I talked to Richard Cook. Remember him?
Yeah. I think that's the guy I'm talking about.
He said, "Why did you do that? You put us in a bad spot." I said, "I never agreed to be booked there."
Right.
So then they went. The agent got fucked over, but that's what happened.
But then you ended up doing it every year for years, right?
Oh yeah, I did like 25 years in a row. I saw fucking kids burn there, and it's unbelievable. They still call me in the middle of the night drunk. What are you doing? What the fuck you think I'm doing? I'm sleeping. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing, you drunken Irish bastard?
And you know what, Tom? You clearly enjoyed it. That's what was neat to see. You really I was still so young. I was so nervous with every gig I did, let alone a festival. But you're sitting there like having your eggs Benedict, like you're on vacation.
Hey. But it was like really unpretentious, right? Isn't that what the draw was kind of for you, Dom?
Yeah.
The guy was Lankin. Remember Lankin's student, his pubs?
Yes.
Yeah. He said to me, every year he does the same joke. He says, "How you doing? How you doing? What's going on, Lee?" And he goes, "I'll be happy Tuesday." "Why is that?" "That's when you leave." And that's his big joke. "Oh, you did it again. I can't believe it." He's a little bald guy. Do you remember him strolling around? He was like drunk with a boob, red head. His skin's red from drinking so much. And
I don't know if I remember him. Now that I think about it, I just remember the guy who booked it. I remember going to the castle. I remember it being great, but going every year though. Dom, have you? Correct me if I'm wrong. Were you ever married, and how many times, and all that?
To which Royce?
Like
which
how many times? Are you married now?
I don't know, hon. I am not married legally, but when she falls asleep, I do whatever I want. If you know what I mean.
You've always been such a comic, though. I feel like.
Stop it.
No, but I feel like, have you ever been in a situation where there's a woman that you felt like you really could have, if you were like an architect, you could have stayed with her and had a different life, but you knew the road would get in the way, so you didn't pursue it. Yeah,
of course. I remember I was in Hawaii one time, and this girl headed off, and I wanted to stay with her, but what am I going to do? You get laid for like about a month every day, every minute, and then you're out of jizz, if I may. You got nothing, and then you go, "What the fuck did I do?" I just didn't. So yes and no. I was married like 4 times. I was with girls that I was living with, and giving them the old shebang.
Hey.
Oh, you are living with them, but like, I mean, you were always a road guy, right? Like that was every year of your career. Did the most money you make, was it always from the road?
Well, a couple of TV shows and casinos paid the most at that time.
But I mean, stand up. You were like when I was a kid, you were famous already. So like,
you know how old that makes me. I should be I should be legally dead. That's how old I
am. Man. I mean, dude, I remember your fucking special with Bruce Willis in bed, man.
You know, that's weird. They cut that part off when you buy it now. I don't know what, somebody at Warner Brothers didn't like it, whatever.
Why, he brought you out, Dom?
We were in bed together, just a joke, right? He's obviously. And he was doing that. What's the first movie did? The big one?
Die Hard. Oh, no.
Die Hard, yeah.
Yeah.
We're in that.
You didn't know that, Steve?
No.
The opening of a special. Tell him the opening of a special. It's fucking unbelievable. It's great.
I'm in bed. He goes, we would go up in the pillow. We go. He goes, Dominic, I need $25. And I said, Bruce, you got all this money. What are you beating? Please, you got to give me some help. Louis Anderson comes in a dress. His high heels. Can I help you, Mr. Irrera? Louis, you're Louis Anderson. This is your dream. This is a dream come true in your life. Just a big deal at your age, HBO and all this shit, and then it goes on about it can't give you the whole thing. It's like, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that was a sneeze. Is that what that was?
I check on her. I got an animal in there. But anyway, Bruce, remember Chuck E. Cheese or Chucky something? He used to do the hand clap. They were in the thing too. It was really fucking funny. And when people buy them now, they say that part isn't in it. I don't know why.
Oh man, I wonder can you get it on YouTube if you can.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. What was it from?
A special.
Die Hard. Oh no, it's my
special. Which special?
Was it the HBO one? The first one?
Showtime, right, Dom? Which special?
I consider Rodney's the first thing I was in. It was big, big, and. That was the first one. Yeah. You got to go, bud. Pete, you all right?
No, I'm waiting for you to say the name of the special. We're trying to find it. What was the name of the special?
First of all, don't talk to me like I'm retarded, all right?
I'm not. I can't see anything. I'm talking to you like that because I can't see shit with my little phone here. Of course I wouldn't talk to you like that.
I'm kidding.
That wasn't the HBO special with the basketball background, was it? The one
that was the one, yeah.
It was that one? Was it One Night Stand? It was that one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that from the opening.
Why's everything about you?
How much is that though? Like
how much you get for that?
That would be like the equivalent of having like freaking Robert Downey Jr. coming out in your special today. I mean, Bruce Willis after Die Hard, and he's in Dom's special.
Dom, did you ask him, Dom, or
no? He said anything. He said anything you want. He said, if I get you in this with me, can you do something? We'll do some improv. And he goes, yeah. But he was so late because they were shooting late. He was in his outfit in bed with me. How's that sound? Put a big fat back. But so anybody that knew that he just came from the set, we were laughing because that's a friend. He'll do that if they're shooting all day.
No shit. I can't. Not only that, but comics, no matter how big they get, we always see, at least back then, movie stars were seen as bigger. So I can only imagine you were under the sheet with Bruce, just over and over, going, "Thanks so much, Bruce. I really appreciate it." Yeah. Guys, are we ready with the lighting? Thanks again, Bruce. Guys, let's fucking go.
Dom, didn't you guys hang down the Jersey Shore together? You and Bruce?
No, we were. What's that?
Didn't you guys hang down the Jersey Shore together?
Not Jersey, more L.A. We hung. See, I didn't know. He was a bartender about a block away from the Improv, and he came in here, and he'd come in, and he liked this lounge meeting I did, and then Nathan Lane was there, and the two of them would go up and heckle me, and I did remember that Fritzie Anderson. What do you call a dog with no legs? Nothing. No matter what you call him, he ain't coming. That was stupid.
Yeah, I like that. The what was that? Was the club comedian, right?
Yeah, we used to laugh at. Man goes into my office. He says, "Can I use your phone?" He goes, "No, you use your finger like everybody else."
Yeah, the dictaphone. The dictaphone. Yeah.
It was just such a funny thing with Bob Saget, and I forget the other guy. They were holding me back. I go, "Is anybody else?" And they let go of the curtain. And last night, they wouldn't let me off. I'm going, "Do anybody left? Help!" Bob Saget won't let me go. Man,
it's so wild. All these people that you talk about, Louis Anderson, Bob Saget. It's like, I wonder if at the time when you're younger and you're working with these guys, you don't see it like that. That you're all like legendary. You're just doing what you do. So it's like, it's just neat. You're talking about these guys like nothing, and you're like, Jesus, Saget.
And it's also luck, It's like the guys from the Coen brothers. They were at Caroline's, and they saw me do that. One of the jokes, and they liked it. They put it in the script without telling me. And I got to audition for myself. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And they go,
what was that? Was that Lebowski? That's
yeah.
Yeah, that was what they wrote. Yeah.
But it's funny how relative it is. The guy, what's his name? The less aggressive Coen brother, little guy, I forget. He was nervous around me, and I'm thinking, what? You nervous around me? You're in the fucking Coen brothers, Mr. Coen.
Yeah.
What's the one? Judd Apatow, when he comes around, he should be nervous around us, and he's not. It's actually fucking irritating the other way around. I mean, just because you can make a great movie, don't just dip a toe in this and act like you're doing it on the level I'm doing it, because you're fucking not. So, I actually have a lot of respect for this great director, the Coen brother, knowing that let me put, Dom on the pedestal he belongs on. I am getting tired of people just bopping over to our thing. Grab a fucking guitar. All right. Jesus Christ.
I'll tell him he said hello.
You know what else is the problem now? If you do a bad show, like not you wouldn't, I wouldn't, but these young guys,
Sebastian,
it don't matter. Young people, they don't even know what a good fucking show is until they're sitting there watching one. It's unbelievable. They don't even care. I've seen them walk out on somebody famous. I'm outside chatting with the owner, and they're walking out in droves, and I had to say to someone, "You're not even mad?" And they're like, "Well, we saw him." Like they just want to see him, like a fucking deer grazing on the side of the road. We just want to see him.
See him live.
Yeah, see him live. It doesn't even matter if he was, But anyway, different thing now. So anyway, I appreciate the Coen brother for doing that, man. But we're so humble as comics. You're like, it's crazy. He was,
what was the guy's name that was the dude?
Oh,
the star.
Goodman?
Yeah, no, not John Goodman. The
Bridges.
Yeah,
Jeff Bridges. Yeah,
he never got out of character. 2 days that we shot, he always. And that was what I was used to. It's so fucking weird. There he is, the dude.
The dude.
Wow. Well, that's actually one character that would be fun to stay in the whole time, right? That's borderline my character at home anyway, right?
Drinking White Russians all day.
With a robe on, smoking weed all day. What a great gig!
Yeah, it was a great gig.
John Turturro was really good in that too. His character at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Oh God, everybody was in that. But was Bridges smoking real weed?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I wouldn't know because my sinuses are. I don't want to talk about it. But,
that's the thing about what we do, though. It's like the things we can get away with in the set. Like I was writing on a sitcom on Long Island, and it was wintertime, and we were working late, and I would go out all the time and smoke pot and come back in fucking. You knew I smoked too, because I come in, we're in the writer's room, and all of a sudden I'm firing away jokes.
Right.
Like, somebody took a fucking smoke break. Yeah. So one time it's like, and Dom, from the sitcom world, you get paid very well. Even as a writer, you get paid well. And it's like 11 o'clock at night, and the showrunner is this old guy who started out as a writer on Cheers a million years ago. And even though he's rich, he's angry. And he was like mad that he's there late, and it's cold. And I come in, And when you're smoking weed outside in the cold and you come in, it sticks to your coat and shit. So,
Stink.
And we're all over different rooms. So I'm writing in a room with a buddy of mine, and he's walking down the hallway to showrunner. He's mad about something. He just yells out, "And God damn it, for the last time, no smoking weed and marijuana in the building." And like everybody looks at me, they know it's me. So I look at him and I'm like, "Hey, sorry, man, that was me, but I didn't do it in the building. It just clung to my coat, And that was it. Like any other job, like you can't work for a fucking brokerage firm and just walk in after lunch reeking like weed and keep it up. They don't even care in show business. They're just like, keep it outside. God damn it. I'm like, this is a great gig. It's a great gig. I did one of them short films. Remember with Adam Dubin was his name, I think. Anyway, I did one where I'm a doctor with Jim Norton and Judy's giving birth. It's such a funny scene. But like first we pull out a license plate. Then we pull out a car tire. Like the last thing we pull out is a little Asian midget that they hired. Like he comes out of her and runs off, and she's just smoking a butt, cursing as all these things are coming out of her. Oh God, it was really funny, man.
She's funny. She's terrific.
Yeah, she was fun last night. It was a good show.
Yeah, she is great, man. She's always been great. So you guys are getting everybody, huh? I saw you had Regan, you had Judy Gold. Geez, rock and roll. And where are you, Dom? You're in LA?
Yeah, I'm in my balcony now. Look at the middle acts that didn't make it at all.
High atop the hill.
I know, man.
That's great.
There's so many comedians now. It's like when Dom, you don't give it enough credit, but when you look back, there's so many comedians. It's insane to make it where you've made it. It's like very daunting now. I mean, Jesus.
Everybody. I don't go around. Fuck. I could at the money's when you're doing arena. But I think I was very lucky too because there were fewer comedians and totally no place to go. There were no HBO specials. There was like Robert Klein did something, and two of us did something. It's a different world.
Yeah,
the internet killed it. I mean, it's not. It was going to naturally do. It doesn't like how many guys? We have 3 or 4 guys that came here that never even performed in a club. They did it all with the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of comics on the show, Pete, that they got famous through like TikTok and internet content.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, why would you now, right? Like all those years when I would go on the road. I mean, headlining like where nobody. I remember when I first started headlining, I'd be freaking out when the middle act was killing with local shit. I'm like, oh my God, that's Barry and me. Before you reach a level where you don't even care what the middle's doing, except you just want to enjoy them to enjoy comedy. But you go through all those phases, and then now, and even back then, you first start out with a day job, and you would do these clubs in the city for 10-minute spots. And I'm like, God, that was so much more enjoyable than when I started headlining at first. I was struggling. But now you can just do that. Keep a day job, play the clubs for 10 minutes in the city, and just keep making videos. And then when one of them hits, you take all these 10-minute chunks you've built up, and you take it out like a one-man little, mediocre shit play. And nobody cares because you're the guy from the thing or the gal from the thing. And it's just not the same anymore. Nobody works out like that.
Yeah. The game's kind of shifted in a weird direction.
It really has.
That the whole podcast wave. Like, who thought that everything would be self-produced? These shows.
Well, yeah, not only that. There's so many podcasts, and then every comic goes on each other's podcast, and so it just takes one of them to kind of make it, and then all those podcasts make it. And even now, I got a guy, right? I pay this company and they help me with my socials and this and that. And we've doubled your Instagram followers. And I go, yeah, but when I go to these shows that I do and my audience comes out, none of them are Instagram people anyway. I don't know who you're doubling, but I'm not. You're bringing in a mall crowd on my Instagram feed. I don't know.
Right.
So do you think morning radio? Like Dom talks about morning radio a lot.
Oh my God! Remember those days when that mattered?
Is that still a thing? Like, do you see that's necessary to do when you do a weekend somewhere?
Brutal, yeah. That was the hardest part of the gig.
It used to be big time, you used to you get an afternoon. You'd be at work. You'd work Thursday to Sunday. So you'd have to get in on Wednesday. So you're there for Thursday morning radio. And then so you get in Wednesday. You don't go home till Monday. And I remember, Dom, when they first started doing Twitter, and I put out, hey, I'm coming to the Richmond Funny Bone. And I put the dates in, and somebody wrote back, Jesus, what are you moving here? And it hit me so hard. I'm like, when am I going to be good enough to just do a theater and get the fuck out?
Yeah.
But yeah, those things helped. The radio helped. Now, the only reason they want you to come in and do radio is to keep them company for 40 minutes.
Yeah. They want somebody new in the studio.
Now, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the marina thing, the arena thing, rather? That the stand-up can do an arena. What do you think of it?
There's so many people doing. It used to be so few, like Steve Martin, and then Dice, and then now it's like so many of them are doing it.
I like 1,500 max. I like clubs. Small clubs is the best place to watch it.
Well, that works out for you then, doesn't it?
Well,
You must be really happy.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same thing. Of course, if I could play a garden, something like that, I would, because if I could. But, I mean, I've opened for Sebastian at an arena, and I'm actually going to go on his arena tour with him and open for him.
Nice.
And that's that's just, head down, big smile. At any given time, there's at least 5,000 people not listening to a word you're saying. At least. Probably closer to 7,000. When you're the opener, you go get beer during me. And even if you are listening to me, like I said, you feel like nobody's listening. You hear so many other voices, and then you look down, and and you're like, oh, there are actually a few people staring. No intimacy at all. It's wild. Right. And then you feel like, even opening an arena like that, a party feels like, you're fucking. Do I even belong here? Oh my God! Your whole career, you think I deserve to be in different places, and then when you make it to these places, the first thing you do is second guess if you deserve to be there. And you almost say to yourself, the first time, you're headline and doing an hour special, I'm like, am I really capable of this? And I'm like, asshole, for the past 6 years, you've been bitching that you're capable of doing it. And now you're doing it. And you're like, should I really be doing this? It's insecurity.
It's the mark of an artist. Yeah.
I was on stage in Dayton, Ohio. And I hardly ever I was open for Cher. And I hardly ever get
awesome.
Well, she was a nice person, nice crowd, and she had a kid. It's like everybody, because she did so many things.
Yeah. I
go out, and then I was on the bill, so I got really nice applause and everything. This one girl wouldn't shut up. Where's Cher? Pull on Cher. She kept. I said, she'll be out 15 minutes. And then it was nice. And then I went, listen, you stupid little motherfucker. She's not here. She's putting makeup on right now. She couldn't give a fuck, and there's going to be. She might as well let me talk, and I'll go with my little bullshit act. And then I go, boom! I just started drilling her, and they turned on me.
They turned on you?
Yeah, because I was too mean to her. And then they hated me so much that they came to Cleveland to heckle me there. And then at that point, I thought it was funny, but.
Did Cher ever get mad at you, Dom, for your
she never got mad, but she just didn't like one joke, and I don't blame her. The joke was watching a porn movie with your girlfriend. You never want to hear that. Wow, what a cock! Something like that.
But did she literally come up to you and say, can you take that one out for the future shows we do together? Or
yeah, she said, my grandparents are here. I said, well, look at that. Your grandfather now can see your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Cher's outfit's okay, but you can't do a joke like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Oh, I've always loved Cher. Wow, that's pretty damn cool, Dom. That is pretty damn cool.
Now, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, no, I had a great time. I wish I could stay longer instead of, running up to the I-90 to do this spot. But I'm so glad I got to hang with you guys down.
Great to see you, man.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to hang with you guys.
That was great, man.
All right. My pleasure. Good luck with everything. I'll see you guys. I had a blast. Later.
Yo, Dom.
Yo, Dom.